Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing some more pack openings. Went to my local LGS earlier today and I found one pack of 500 Years into the Future. I got one of the new special tins that they released. I found the Gold Roger one. It was the only one that they had left. They're sadly out of the Luffy ones, but you know, who doesn't like Gold Roger? And then randomly they had an ST14 3D2Y left, so thought I'd give this an open. You know, I've always heard this leader is a really popular one, but never got a chance to test them out myself. So here, I'll put these to the side. We're just gonna start with the singular pack of 500 Years. Now, I've never really opened this set before. I obviously love a lot of the cards in here, but big fan of the 10-drop ace. Just being a Marco fan and all. And then here we are. All right, let's see. What are we hoping for? Honestly, I like the Boa Manga of this set, but I'm really hoping for an all-art 10-drop ace. That'd be the best. We have a Dodra and Madara. Gecko Moria, sadly not really ever been played. We had a Papad. A Maha. Reminds me the Lutzi leader was released this set, so maybe we can get something cool for him. A Boas Sandersonia. A Morgans. A York. Ooh. This is fun. I always heard Vader Punch is a fun leader to try. Salome, interesting card. A lot of Hamburg. A Zoro from Egghead. Vanilla apart from the trigger. We have a Karina as her first rare. And then a Perfume Femur. So, nothing too good, but always fun to open up a new set that we've never opened before. Now we have these tins right here. We gotta just open this, find a good way to do it. Now, I have never opened one of these tins before, so have a chance of getting either of the two Dons. I'm hoping for the Roger Don, honestly. Saba's not here. So here we'll open that after we open the two packs. Put that one on the side. Get this trash out of the way. Then we have, stuck in here, our two OP10 packs. Where I do find it funny that both people on the tins, you can't even pull from this set, as they're released in 09. They only give you 010 packs, but am not complaining. I do really want the Mondo Law from this set, so here we'll give them a crack open, see if the tins have some magical luck or something. Hits that I am looking for are the Mondo Law, honestly, any secret rare really, but mainly that Mondo Law. For supers, I'm not really looking for all too much. I guess the 3-toss Sanji is pretty good. Let's see, we got a Bartolomeo, a Diamante, a Road, Isho, Sengoku, dropped him. Got the Musi, the Scotch, Karibo, Jesus Burgess, Nami, it's a cool one. Leo is our first rare, and then, Kairos SR. Nice. He's not really going for the most, but here he is, a nice card to have. So here we got my rares up there, my SR down here. All right, got the commons or with the 07 ones, and then, all right, let's see, last pack of today. Let's see if we get some good luck. I am happy no leader pack so far, so count my blessings on that. All right. Let's see, we have a Brooke, Frankie, Brownbeard, another Frankie. This is the Chopper Frankie. I love that art. The Beyond, Cavendish, Gum Rido Schneider, Ryuma. It's a very fun card if everyone's ever played Gecko Moria. Momonosuke, no longer any needs the Seven Lords of the Sea. Extremely long name right there. Sugar as our first rare. All right, come on, last pack match it. Let's see it. Smoker, not bad. Card's almost like a $4 or $5 card, depending on where you look, so not bad about it. And all right, what we really got the tins for right here. Hoping at the Gold Roger Don, but we're not going to turn down that Luffy one either. Both of these Dons look amazing, so here we are. I open these ones up. 3, 2, 1. I only got the Luffy Don. Sadly, not the one we wanted, but look how nice that Gear 5 looks. If I ever build Black-Purple Luffy, I'll make sure to put that one in there for sure. Then speaking about a Luffy deck, here, I'm trying to move all these ones to the side up here. we have ST14. This is an ST I've never opened, played the leader for on the sim, none of that. So I'm very excited to see what comes in it. Have heard that the leader itself should, and also the secret rare, or the super rares that come in here are also very popular. So here we are. I'm open. We got that little training pamphlet right here. It's very good for new people. Got the free set of Dawn. Honestly, anyone ever wants to get into One Piece, always recommend them one of these STs, as they just come with everything you need to start the game, and it's really nice and pretty affordable normally. So you'll get the Dawn separated. It's just, normal, no foils or anything. It's not like an ultra deck. There we are. Then here, so we have our leader right here, Monkey D. Luffy. Love the texture on One Piece cards. 5,000 power, 5 life, mono black leader. 1 Dawn attached, all of your characters gain +1 tossed. Then, if we have a character with a toss of 8 or more, the leader gains plus 1,000 power this turn. This is pretty good, gaining toss manipulation. And then here we see the first bid payoff of that toss manipulation with our 5 toss Sanji. On play, if you have a character with a toss of 6 or more, tail one of your opponent's characters with a toss of 5 or less, and then it's 5 toss 6K power. This is very good, so if you, on your 6 on turn, attach 1 to lead. When you play Sanji, he himself will count as a 6 toss for his own effect, which is great. Also, since this is the 3D2Y deck, all of these cards will be based around the time skip, so we got Sanji running for his life right here. It's a very fun card. We got 2 of him. And then here's our next SR with the Nami. She's a 3 toss, 2K power, 1K counter blocker. On play, if you have 6 or less cards in your hand and a character with a toss of 8 or more, draw 1 card. So from the looks of it looks like a lot of the cards in this deck are going to care about the toss manipulation of our own cards. It's like our leader is +1 to that, so that would be very good. At the other SR right here. They have an Usopp right here. Oh, it's big Usopp. 3 Dawn to play, 4,000 power, 1K counter, with 1 Dawn attached, so 5K when attacking is pretty good into a leader. When attacking, if we have a character with a toss of 8 or more, KO one of your opponent's characters with a toss of 4 or less. That's not a terrible effect, especially just for a common. Let's see, it gives us, I believe, 4 of these since they're common. Yes, it does. Those aren't bad. I'll get those up here. Then we have a Jinbei common, 3 tossed, 4K power, 1K counter, much like that Usopp. Activate main up to one of our Black Straw Hat Crew characters, gain +2 toss until the end of our opponent's turn. That's also not a bad effect. So with him and the Luffy ability, we can give a character +3 toss. And then with the common, yep, we got 4 of him as well. Let's see, then we have our Chopper right here. It's a 4 toss, 6K power. It's just a vanilla, but you gotta love that art right here. Chopper looking so proud of himself, and he is an animal type. If animals ever get black support. Anyway, for Ramen, I have heard this card, just being common, is very good. 6 toss, 7K power, 1K counter. On play, if you have a character with a toss of 8 or more. Well, it's also when attacking, on play and when attacking, if you have a character with a toss of 8 or more. If you want to 20 your opponent's characters -5 toss this turn. Not bad. It's actually a pretty decent card. -5 toss means we can KO almost any bid toss in the game with our Sanji. So, we play this on sit. Next turn we get the when attacking, then we can play the Sanji. Let's see. Get 4 copies of that. Nice. That would be a card I would look for 4 copies of. Let's see, then we have hard is. So 1 toss, 0 power, 2K counter. First 2K counter of the deck. Activate main, you can rest him to one of our Black Straw Hat Crew type characters, gains +2 toss until the end of our opponent's next turn. Then, if we have a character with a toss of 8 or more, draw 1, trash 1. Alright, not the greatest, but it's a 2K counter. Sadly not searchable by anything, though I don't think there's any searchers in this deck. And it is card selection, not really card draw, since we would have to discard, but hey, for another, 2K counter, not bad. Alright. 5 tossed Frankie right here. 6K power, 1K counter. Love the artwork of him right there. I do love the artwork of One Piece. One of the main reasons why I'm into it. And then with 1 Dawn attached on the opponent's turn, if you have a character with a toss of 6 or more, which that would count himself if we have our leader ability active, so cool thing to see there. This character cannot be tailed by your opponent's effects and aids plus 2,000 power. Well, that's very good if we want to attack with this Frankie. It would make him an 8K power to attack into, which is hard to get, and he can't be tailed by effects. kind of like the 4-toss Jesus Burgess from Blackbeard. So cool to see we get one of those effects, especially being in black, you know. Also for that, we got our Nets Vanilla here with the Brooch. He's a 5-toss, 7K power, 1K counter. Oh, love the artwork of him right there. Look at the Soul Team go. All right, so we'll put him up there. Then we have our Nets 2K counter. The Heracles is 1-toss to den, just like the other one. The 2K power, then 2K counter. Activate main, we can rest him to give up to one of our Black Straw Hat type characters plus 2-toss till the end of the opponent's turn. Seems like a really strong card in my opinion. Because not just does it give them plus 2-toss till the opponent's turn, or our turn I should say, but also with it being on the opponent's turn, it means any of their black removal cards are going to be just much worse to play, you know, stuff like Jack, the 9-toss Tido, Finger Pistol is a very popular one right now. Oh, so nice, we got 4 of those. Well, then we have our first Luffy. I think this might be our only Luffy in the deck, not gonna lie. No, we see Rayleigh in the background from their time training. He's an 8-toss, no counter, which is not really what we want to see. And then 10K power, so big Luffy character. If we have a character with a toss of 10 or more, he gains Rush. That is a really nice event to see. Seems like a good way to end out games. We would play him on 8. If we already have a Heracles or someone else out, make him a 10 toss, then do good there. So we only got 2 copies of him. Wish we got more, but hey, not complaining. Then we have our Nets Vanilla. It is a 6-toss, 1K counter, 8K power, so 8 for 6. Decent stat line. Zoro. Let's see, we got 4 of him. It's nice jet. It looks like we're on to the events now. Alright, here, let's see what events we got. Gum Gum Giant Rifle. Look at that art right here. We got the Luffy swinging, then we have the Luffy's face in the back. It is a 1-toss counter. If you have a character with a cost of 8 or more, up to one of your leader character cards saying plus 3,000 power to this battle, it's not bad. Then as the trigger up to one of your character cards with a toss of 2 or less from your trash to your hand, that's good because, say, late game for running low on cards hand, we can use this. Or if we get that trigger, we can just, where is it? Get a Heracles bat or something just for a free 2K counter, you know, trade just a brick for one of those. Not bad is what we like to see. How many copies do this thing would give us? Well, 2 copies, not bad. I probably would only play 2 myself. Might honestly change them out if I upgrade the deck some more. Then we have, oh, this is a interesting name. Dum Dum Diablo 3 sword style Molten Jet 600-pound Phoenix Cannon. Interesting. Up to one of our leader character cards stains plus 3,000 power during this turn. Ooh, it's the whole turn. That's what we like to see. Then if we have a character with a toss of 8 or more, KO one of our opponent's characters with a toss of 2 or less. Then also has a trigger for if you have a character with a toss of 8 or more, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a toss of 5 or less. Not gonna lie, for a card that only costs 2 to play, it's really good effects right here, both the trigger and the main. So I will take that one right there, put that in the pile. Well, then we have another 1-toss event. I Have My Crew. Sad we had to see the Luffy, but look, we had to see everyone's faces around it. Love Usopp's smile right there in the back. Alright, so as a main, draw 1 card. It's just always draw a card. It's pretty nice. Kind of reminds me of the Tempest chick. And, well, not really like Tempest. It's the second effect of Tempest chick it reminds me of. And then, up to one of your opponent's character stains plus 3. Up to one of our character stains plus 3 toss till the end of the opponent's turn. Then trigger KO to one of your opponent's characters with a toss of 3. This is just a reverse Tempest, just in my opinion. I mean, in this deck is really playable. Can't really see me using it outside of anything else. Maybe the Koala deck. But I don't know if she'd like to run cards like that or more a burn style with the kid. And then we have our stage, the Thousand Sunny. All of our Black Straw Hats stain plus 1 cost. And then on play for a leader has Straw Hat, we draw a card. Seems like a very good card right here. Not only does it just basically do our leader's effect, but, you know, by giving everybody 1 cost, but we also draw a card while we play it, so it kind of just replaces itself. And yep, that is going to be ST14 Luffy for a while. I might post another video either later today, maybe tomorrow, sometime this week, fully building this character, putting in just some generically good cards and stuff. Ooh. Oh, not gonna lie, I think I realized why this leader was so good. His 1 Dawn ability lasts on the opponent's turn too. It's not just on your turn. So if we get a character with a cost of just 7 on the field and use his ability, he becomes a 6K power leader on your opponent's turn. We love 6K power leaders around here. So here, just trying to show us the cool thing around here. We have Smoker. This is probably out of the packs our best hit today. It's a 5-cost, 7K power. Banish and then activate main. We can set one of our Dawn as active. Then we cannot set Dawn cards as active using character effects this turn. So, kind of restricted, but just an amazing card. I can see us being a generic green staple for a year at most, or at least I should say. And then also the art with him switching buys with Tashigi is just amazing. Let's see. Then we have the Chiros. 7 cost, no counter as well. 9K power on play. Return up to one character with a cost of 5 or less to its owner's hand. Oh, nice. Not the strongest effect, obviously, but the main idea is play him off the 7 cost Rebecca and kind of like a Dressrosa, Gecko Moria type effect. So, very cool to see. Let's see then for our other rares. We got a Perfume Femur. We got a Sugar, which is just a 1-cost searcher for Don Quixote Pirates. We have a Leo, which is a 1-cost searcher for Dressrosa types, but only if your leader's Usopp. And then we have a Karina, which is a blocker that on play of up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2K power this turn. It's from the films. That's nice, And then, best thing from our tin, our Luffy Dawn right here, our Gear 5 Dawn. Definitely not add this to my main deck. Alright, and I hope we all enjoyed the video today. If we did, make sure to leave a like or comment if we'd like to. No pressure at all. Be releasing video every day like I've been promising. Tomorrow I can probably do either deck list or deck intro. If any of you want to see any specific videos, a specific pack you want me to open, certain set, I'll draw my way to buy it, wait for that shipping time, but then I'll open on the channel for us, and I'll be over the rest of our night.